Hello, Buffaloes. So glad you're with us again. This video will go over the rules and procedures if you are attending a class in D203. So when you walk in, you'll check the board for the agenda and you'll prepare for class. This includes stowing your food and drink on the shelf next to the door because food and drink is not allowed at your seat. Retrieve your paper and pencil if needed. Pick up any worksheets that are designated on the agenda. Go to your seat, pull out your computer and plug it in. Submit your late work to the inbox on my desk. When the bell rings, the door will close and you are tardy after that if the door is closed. If you are tardy, you will have to go down and stairs and get a tardy pass and then return to the classroom. The day will start with a check-in activity. This will take about 10 minutes. This will include an attendance question, as well as a calm activity, a quick write, or a discussion question where we have a whole group discussion. The focus portion of the class will be on a specific skill or standard we are going to be working on. This is also known as guided practice. So we'll spend about 15 to 20 minutes and it will largely be focused on reading skills, writing skills or standards, the use of grammar, vocabulary, speaking and listening skills such as taking notes, participating in discussion, or even presenting. Then we have work time. This is for independent practice and independent work. You have options. You can either choose to work independently, watching a tutorial video and taking notes, and then you do the guided practice, the individual practice, and the assignment on your own. So this will involve reading comprehension activities and reading analysis activities. There will also be writing activities and assignments and project assignments. You can also choose to work in a small group. The groups should be a minimum of 2, maximum of 4. You can do the independent guided practice and the assignment as a small group. You can work on reading analysis together by having a discussion. You can work on, when we're doing a writing assignment, you can work on the pre-writes together. And usually the small group will have, that's the group you'll work with on your project. If you are having difficulty keeping up with the pace, we also have another option of teacher tutorials, which are next to the board in the room. And so if you have fallen behind, you need a little extra help, you need to sit in the standard student desks, and I will be around to work with you individually. Everything is done with mastery or progress in mind. There are mastery and progress checks. In order to get through this, you need to achieve either an 80% or above. That demonstrates mastery. You can, if you don't get mastery or 80%, if you're below an 80%, you can revise your work or you could retry the quiz in order to reach 80%. You cannot advance to the next unit until you have achieved progress or mastery for the current unit. Regarding the revision, all the assignments have deadlines. But if you do not, I recommend you turn in your assignments early because then I can look them over to see what you're struggling with. Revisions and reattempts will be accepted up to 1 week after the deadline. and it will, whatever the highest grade is, that's what will go in the grade book. The only exception to this is the semester final, and the last essay of the semester. There won't be time for revision on those, and it's not allowed. Just keep in mind that very few people achieve 100% on their first try. We're human. We're all human in this room. So don't give up. If you don't succeed at first, try again. Sometimes it takes us 2 or 3 times. The cell phone policy in D203 is the Board of Education policy. Any personal devices such as cell phones, earbuds, Kindles, personal computers, or iPads are not allowed during instructional time, during the class. When the bell rings, I'll give the class a general reminder to put away all of your personal devices. As the class progresses, if I see your devices out, I will give you an individual reminder. If this happens a 3rd time during class, I will ask you to meet me outside in the hallway for a small conference where I will also remind you I will have to contact your parents. And if it happens a 4th time, you will be referred to the student response team. There are 3 rules in classroom D203. The first one is respect. Demonstrate respect. Demonstrate respect to yourself. Avoid negative self-talk. You are a learner. Learning can be difficult. You're not going to get it every time on the first try. That's okay. Demonstrate respect to your classmates. There's no bullying, negative comments, or negative behavior allowed. They're trying to learn. Be considerate. Demonstrate respect to the adults in the building. Accept that there is a reason for their request or their expectations. Usually it's a safety issue because I'm responsible for every single person in this classroom, not just you. Demonstrate respect for the classroom. You are not the only learner in the room. Be considerate and clean up after yourself. The second one is demonstrate responsibility. You are the sole owner of your responses. You determine your trajectory. So you own your attitude. You are responsible for the assignments. Nobody else can do the assignment but you. Nobody else can change your attitude but you. And no one else can fix your actions but you. The third rule is demonstrate learning. You do this by submitting assignments early or on time by the deadline. You retry if you didn't meet the mastery, or you revise it for a higher grade. You ask questions if you don't understand or need clarification. You ask for help, either from a classmate or the teacher. You participate in discussions and listen, and you don't cheat. We don't use artificial intelligence, AI. We don't use ChatGPT, and we don't plagiarize. We don't use someone else's work as our own. Thank you for paying attention to the rules and expectations. I'm so glad you're here. I look forward to working with you in the coming months.